Welcome to the Voice of Texas Veterans, a production of Texas Veterans Commission, speaking up for Texas veterans since 1927.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Julia Connor, Communications and Outreach at Texas Veterans Commission, the state agency that helps veterans, their family members, and survivors access the state and federal benefits earned. Every year, TVC awards monetary grants to nonprofit organizations and local government entities that directly provide services to veterans and their families. Our grants department manages 3 grant programs: the Highly Rural Transportation Grant, which helps veterans living in rural areas with fewer than 7 people per square mile by providing transportation to VA and VA-authorized healthcare appointments. Then we have the Texas Veterans and Family Alliance Grant Program, which supports a variety of mental health services for veterans and their families. Then there's the Fund for Veterans Assistance, which awards millions in grants every year to nonprofit organizations and local government entities that provide direct services to veterans, their dependents, and surviving spouses. Most of the funding for the Fund for Veterans Assistance comes from the Texas Lottery through those $2 scratch-off games that say, "Supporting Texas Veterans." Fund for Veterans Assistance grants are available in 5 categories: general assistance, Housing for Texas Heroes, Veteran Treatment Courts, Veterans Mental Health, and Veteran County Service Offices. Today, we're talking with 2 of our Fund for Veterans Assistance grantees, the El Paso Veteran Treatment Court and the Wilson County Veteran Service Office.
All right, my name is Judge Patricia Vaca, and I'm the presiding judge over the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court. We serve veterans and active military. El Paso is home to Fort Bliss, Texas. We have a lot of active military. We have a lot of people that decide to make El Paso their home. So we have a lot of veterans in El Paso. And what we basically do is anybody that comes in contact with the criminal justice system gets arrested for a misdemeanor or a felony charge. And then we consider them for the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court. It's an 18-month program, sometimes a little bit longer, and they get connected with the VA. They get mental health services, and if they need any referrals for housing, electricity, we provide that as well. But more than anything, it's to get them back on the right track, to address any concerns or issues that they have that brought them into the criminal justice system more than anything, and to get them back on their feet and realize that just because they got arrested, that does not define them. In fact, we're going to help them. Part of what the court does is that if we're able to legally, some of their cases will either get expunged or we can even consider early termination from probation just as a way for them to start over. We also keep in contact with them after graduation because you have the treatment court in El Paso is like 14 members. So you have 14 members seeing you nonstop. So you have a huge support system. After graduating, it's kind of like there's nobody there. So we have our counselor, Frank Chavez, reach out to them after graduation to make sure we're still doing okay. And if they need any assistance, and then we go back and refer them and make sure that they know they're not alone. Just because they left us does not mean they've been forgotten. A lot of them tell we left the military and there was nobody there, right? So we're like, okay, we're not going to do that and then you're going to end up with us again. And that's what we want to avoid.
I bet the families really can appreciate how this works out.
They do. Sometimes we have the families coming to court. We have court every Wednesday. It's a very strict program. And if there's family involved, they're going to have to be on board 100%. You have the compliance officers knocking on the door at midnight, 1 a.m. So the family really has to be on board. There can be no alcohol in their house, no weapon. So it's a commitment. Wow. But most of the family members are 100% on board. Yeah. They're there on graduation. You see them cry. It's like we gave them the old person that they fell in love with.
The kids I know are very happy to have their mom or dad back like they used to be.
And we've seen once they go on our program, they get involved in the kids' life again. We have a lot of them ask permission for, can I stay after curfew because my kids have games? We love that. Yes, get back involved with your family. That's the best thing ever.
My name is Paul Armendariz. I'm a compliance officer with the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program. We do unannounced visits on veterans that are in the program. We work holidays, weekends, evenings, nights. We're pretty much available 24 hours a day. We mainly meet with these veterans at their homes. And we do random UAs, which is a urinalysis test, and a BA, which is a breath exam. It's just tools we use to keep their sobriety. We also make sure they have the bare necessities, such as utilities. We flip on some lights. We flush the toilet, make sure they have water, because usually a lot of veterans don't ask for help. I'm a veteran myself, so I know how some of these guys are. They won't reach out for help. So we go back to the courts, advise the court, hey, they maybe need assistance in certain things. And that's pretty much what we do and report it back to the court.
And as a veteran yourself, you can sort of empathize with, I guess, how they got into the situation in the first place and how they're trying to get out.
Yes, that's a little different also. I think I'm the only veteran in the whole program. So when we do these visits, I can kind of tell a lot of these guys have mental health issues such as PTSD, TBI, anxiety, depression. So we won't leave a participant there in the house until we know that they're okay. We also have a counselor in our program. So if we feel that they need further assistance, we'll stay there as long as we can till they're okay. And then we'll refer them to our counselor or other resources out in the community.
So how does it make you feel when you see these veterans graduating?
Actually, it's kind of cool because at the end, you'll see the participants turn around. You'll hear all they want to complain about us, but at the end, they're actually thanking us. So everyone in the court actually starts laughing and cheering that we actually made a difference in their lives.
I'm the Director for Veteran Services in Wilson County, Ray Herrera, Navy veteran. So we provide VA education, employment, disability services, navigating healthcare, very similar to like most county veteran service offices. Now with an addition with the TVC grant, the financial assistance grant, we're able to provide, some hardship assistance. We are the core of Wilson County for Veteran Services. There's no other office that is providing direct services to veterans in Wilson County. We're currently the only one. We are a rural area, but we do have Frank Tejeda Veterans Home.
The things you'll do can be life-changing, like getting somebody a disability claim, getting their rating increase. They can be getting back pay. It can be life-changing.
Most definitely. I'm a living advocate of the services that have been provided. It is because of a group of community nonprofits, organizations, VSO offices that I'm standing here today in a better place from when I initially got out. Because like many veterans, I did struggle with identity, what I was in the service, and my value of service. I'm a living testament as to the importance of connecting with services. Trying to be okay with receiving the help is the most important thing.
You just heard from two of our Fund for Veterans Assistance grantees, the El Paso Veteran Treatment Court and the Wilson County Veteran Service Office. We have grantees all across the state, assisting veterans and their families in many different ways, from financial assistance, home repairs, transportation, child care, even service dogs and adventure therapy. Some grantees serve veterans locally, others operate all over the state. To find out where our grantees are located and the services they provide, visit tvc.texas.gov, click on grants. For you nonprofits who would like to apply for a TVC grant, that information also on the website. TVC opens the request for applications for grant seekers for 60 days between October and December every year. The exact dates are posted in early September. You can sign up to receive email alerts about the request for applications on the website. Just click on FVA Grant Seekers under Grants. Of course, tvc.texas.gov is where you will learn about all our free services. We'll file disability claims and appeals, and also help surviving spouses get their well-earned benefits. We have an education department. Employment assists veterans and spouses with finding new careers. Our Women Veterans program connects women veterans with each other and their benefits. Our mental health department features the Military Veteran Peer Network. We have peer service coordinators in mental health authorities all across the state. On the mental health page, find the peer service coordinator in your area. We also have healthcare advocates. We can help eligible veterans get enrolled in VA healthcare and also lend a hand when healthcare issues crop up. We have a veteran entrepreneur program helping veterans who want to own their own business. tvc.texas.gov. You can also call the info line 1-800-252-VETS. That's 1-800-252-VETS. Texas Veterans Commission is also on LinkedIn, X, Facebook, and Instagram. Send us a message, ask a question, we'll find the answer for you. I'm Julia Connor. Thank you for listening to The Voice of Texas Veterans, a production of Texas Veterans Commission. Helping veterans starts here.